Sports fans, welcome to yet another excited episode of the Golden Score News right here on Non-Field Flicks, your home of black entertainment. My name is Adelani Oguriande, your most trusted spy in the world of sports. Get yourselves ready for yet another electrifying show. Yeah. Welcome back. The weekend wasn't short of goals, runs, glory, drama, and everything that makes you love sports. Well, let's see the stories making headlines tonight. Inter Milan set to win first trophy since 2010. Sloppy Gunners misfired Everton. Liverpool don't deserve top four, says Klopp. Manchester City win fourth Carabao in a row. Mbappe injured before Man City test. Spain's title race flings open with Atletico loss. Dillian White ready for Ngannou fight. Now let's look deeper into these stories. Inter Milan set to win first trophy since 2010. Antonio Conte's Inter Milan moved a step closer to winning their first Serie A title since 2010 with a hard-fought victory against Hellas Verona. Former Manchester United defender Matteo Darmian scored the game's only goal, firing home in the 76th minute after being fouled by Hakimi. The win means Inter are 13 points clear of second-place AC Milan, who play later today with 5 games remaining. Defending champions Juventus are third after they were held 1-1 by Fiorentina. I think Inter Milan's won. I don't know what you guys think. Anyway, let's move on to the next story now, switching our attention to the action that happened in England on Friday night. Sloppy Gunners misfired Everton. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta slammed his side's home form as terrible, unacceptable, after they slumped to a 1-0 Premier League defeat by Everton on Friday to fall even further behind in the chase for European football next season. Arsenal had plenty of chances in the second half, and a penalty decision reversed by VAR before an own goal by keeper Bernard Leno gifted the visitors the 3 points as the Gunners lost for the 7th time at home in the league this season. Oh, Arsenal fans, sorry about that. Now, moving on to another set of fans that are suffering at the moment. Liverpool don't deserve top 4, says Klopp. Liverpool dropped 2 points yesterday after yet another lackluster performance against Newcastle United. The Reds were left to rue their missed chances as Newcastle struck late to share the spoils at Anfield. It means Liverpool have now dropped 4 points from a possible 6 in their last 2 league encounters. The 1-1 draw against Newcastle United has left Liverpool 4 points behind the 4th place Chelsea with just 5 games remaining in the Premier League this season. Liverpool, what's going on with the Reds? Now, moving on to their rivals, and they seem to be the Premier League champions this season, Manchester City, who won their 4th Carabao Cup in a row. Fernandinho lifted the cup for a remarkable 6th time after Laporte late header, and with City seemingly having the Premier League title in the bag, their attention will now turn to their Champions League semi-final first leg at Paris Saint-Germain on Wednesday. Well, perhaps Pep Guardiola ought to keep the trophy, really. They've won it 4 times in a row. They might as well give it to him to take home. What do you guys think? Now, I have an update on that Man City PSG clash. News coming out of France tells us that Mbappe is injured before the Manchester City test. Kylian Mbappe scored twice before going off with a thigh injury as Paris Saint-Germain beat Metz to move 2 points clear at the top of Ligue 1. The 22-year-old slotted in a fourth-minute opener and added a second with a deflected strike after Fabian Sensei had equalized with a header. Mbappe went off injured late on before Icardi scored a penalty. PSG boss Mauricio Pochettino is hopeful Mbappe will be fit to face Manchester City in the Champions League this week. Well, that will certainly help PSG's chances against the mighty Manchester City. Manchester City are playing just sumptuous, delicious football at the moment. Now let's look at the action coming from Spain, because it's heating up in Spain and it is so exciting. If you're a football fan, well, what more could you ask for, really? Now, the Spanish title race flings open with Atletico loss. Martinez's late header threw La Liga's title race even further open, as leaders Atletico Madrid lost at Athletic Bilbao. Atletico remained 2 points above both Real Madrid and Barcelona, with Sevilla a point further back in fourth. I don't know what's going on with Atletico Madrid, really. At some stage, they were 10 points clear, and all of a sudden, everybody's caught up with them. And the tussle, the hustle, the bustle for the Spanish La Liga goes on. I can't wait to see who would win it at the end of the day. Who's your money on? My money is on Real Madrid somehow doing it. Well, luck is Zinedine Zidane. Now, let's look at the world of boxing, what's happening, because Dillian White is ready for Ngannou fight. Dillian White has challenged Francis Ngannou to a real fight and remains willing to face the UFC heavyweight champion in a boxing ring or an MMA cage. White has renewed his interest in a potential fight against Ngannou after regaining the WBC interim heavyweight title with a knockout victory over Alexander Povetkin in last month's rematch. Okay, that wraps up your Golden Score news for now. After the break, we'll be back with someone very special to us on the Golden Score Show, talking to us over the phone about some of the latest things happening in the world of sports. He's going to be talking about Real Madrid versus Chelsea. He's going to be talking about Liverpool's decline, and he's also going to be telling us about the NBA. You don't want to miss it. Don't move a muscle. Welcome back to the Golden Score News, and as promised, we have him on the phone with us, Emmanuel Akurada, talking about Real Madrid versus Chelsea tomorrow night, and also telling us about Liverpool, what he thinks the problem is at Liverpool. And he would also be giving us his NBA wrap. Emmanuel Akurada, take it away.
Thank you so much, Adelani, for that wonderful introduction. So good to be here once again. Talking about Chelsea versus Real Madrid, this is going to be a very important match for everybody, including the Arsenal fans who don't like Chelsea like yourself. Well, let's talk about the Chelsea versus Real Madrid. This is a very tough match for Chelsea. The two teams are doing very well in the Champions League, playing in the semi-final, even though they're not doing very well domestically, but on the Champions League stage, they are doing very well. And we now have a coach at Chelsea who is very good, who have reorganized the entire team, and they are defending more, scoring fewer goals, but the most important thing is they're winning matches, which is something that a lot of Chelsea fans were crying for. And now they got that in the person of Thomas Tuchel, who is doing it. Going into this feature tomorrow, you will discover that Chelsea and Real Madrid have met 3 times since 1971. And within that 3 times that they've met, Chelsea came on top, winning twice and drawing only once. The last encounter being the 1998 UEFA Super Cup that Chelsea won 1-0. That wonderful goal from Guys Puyet, who scored against Real Madrid, giving Chelsea that Super Cup. So going into this one is going to be a very difficult game. Hazard is back. And Varane is back. These are experienced players. They've won it in recent years, and coming to play against a Chelsea side that have more of young players who don't have a Champions League experience is going to be difficult. But I see this one as, I mean, the records, the stats are against Madrid. So I see Chelsea getting something out of this one. Moving to the next story, Adelani, talking about Liverpool, man. This team, I don't know what happened to them. This is a team that was flying last season. This is a team that everybody was scared rather of playing. But this season, everybody seems to be happy when they are going to Anfield to play Liverpool, because when you go to Anfield, the chances are that you will get points. Imagine Liverpool collecting only 5 points out of possible 27 at Anfield in home. Only Fulham have taken lower points at home. That is just not good for a team like Liverpool, the defending champions, the team that won the league with the likes of Mane, Salah, Firmino. You know, these guys are Steven Adam that there. These guys are still there. The same team that won the Premier League and won the Champions League. So one can help but wonder what is really happening to Liverpool. Has the coach lost it? Because there are speculations here and there that the players are not happy with what the coach is doing. The players are not happy. They're not happy with just one system every game, every week in, week out. You know, so I mean, you look at this Liverpool team and you can't help but agree with everyone that there is a problem in that team, because for the likes of Salah, Mane, these guys who were flying last season to all of a sudden just stop scoring goals and now are struggling to even win at Anfield. This is just a very pathetic thing for a team like Liverpool. One can help but just, wish and hope that the coach will be able to rectify those mistakes, and then they will start flying again, because they have so much potential and quality in that team. And Adelani, in the NBA wrap, let's look at some of the stories and some of the performances that took place. You know, we have Julius Randle, who carried the offense, scoring 31 points and grabbing 10 rebounds as the New York Knicks won their 9th NBA straight game by routing the Toronto Raptors 120 to 103 on Saturday. The Knicks are in the midst of their longest winning streak in 8 years, Adelani, since they won 13 straight in the 2012-2013 NBA season. And meanwhile, the 76ers continue to struggle without Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, as Giannis took the Milwaukee Bucks to a comfortable win. That's why the Dallas Mavericks fought back from 17 down to crush the LA Lakers by 15 points, while the Utah Jazz were stoned at home by Minnesota Timberwolves. So, Adelani, those are some of the stories that we have for you in the NBA. Over to you.
Emmanuel, thank you for those insightful words. I mean, I totally agreed with almost everything you said. Almost everything he said. I think off air I'll be discussing a few things with him that I didn't quite agree with. But we don't need to wash our dirty linen in public. Emmanuel Corrada, thank you for everything. And to the viewers at home, thank you so much for watching and for joining us. We'll be back again on Wednesday, bringing you the results of that titanic clash between Real Madrid and Chelsea. Let's hope Emmanuel is smiling after that game. And we'll be bringing you so much more coming from the world of sports. From me, Adelani Oguriade, is a good night.